Welcome back to another episode of IMDB Top 250 Review List. Next on the list is The Wolf of Wall Street, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, Margot Robbie, and John Bernthal. The Wolf of Wall Street is based on a true story. It's basically based on a book by Jordan Belfort, from his rise to a wealthy stockbroker living the high life to his fall involving crime, corruption, and the federal government. Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, plays Jordan Belfort. The movie is basically narrated by him. In my opinion, the movie is a lot of fun to watch. It was really great. It's always fun to watch a movie where someone basically just comes from rags to riches, and you see how the process and how the development of the characters. Even though this movie is a biography, it's also a pretty funny movie. It's mostly just pure comedy. I personally like movies that are narrated in this sort of way. It keeps me interested. Also, his life in general it's just very interesting to have a look at what it is or was like to be a stockbroker in those times, especially one who dealt with corruption and who was doing most of it illegally. So the movie basically starts off as Jordan Belfort, who just a look at how his life is in the present, which is he's living in a mansion, he's a multimillionaire, and suddenly goes back to how and when it all started. All the characters in this movie were I like the way that they were written. They were all really funny. I guess it kind of glamorizes this sort of lifestyle, which a lot of the people, there was a bit of a backlash to that, but I quite liked it because it was just very fun to watch. Also, Leonardo DiCaprio's performance was just terrific. I honestly thought he was going to win the Oscar for it. He didn't, though. Each character had basically their own persona, and each person was very different from one another. And was also what was very entertaining about this film, that they played everybody kind of like as a joke. Thinking about it, Martin Scorsese really likes to have that narration intake to the audience, so he likes to add in a narration, and that makes it, for me, in my opinion, more interesting as well. Also, just the fact that of seeing a life story chronologically like that, great to watch. It's just a blast to watch. The music is great in it. The score, it's really good. It's very fitting to this lifestyle that these stockbrokers had. I know that most people didn't agree with the comedy take on it. However, in my opinion, I think it was just the way to go, because I think that's how Jordan Belfort himself sees his life as, not in a dramatic kind of a way. Surprisingly, it's a 3-hour movie, but it feels a lot shorter. It feels like a regular 1 hour and a half movie. Great director, as usual. Martin Scorsese never really disappoints me. Great acting. It looks like it was a lot of fun to film for them. Great dialogue. Great editing. I liked also the cinematography in it. It was just very colorful and vibrant. Would recommend people to watch it. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. Doesn't really get boring after you watch it a couple of times, you can keep watching it over and over again, and you won't get tired of it. That's pretty much all I have to say about this film. Thanks for watching.